A lot of times we're more stable in our older age. In our older age, a lot of time we're more stable. You know what I'm saying? That's something that comes with older age. You know what I'm saying? We're more stable. Um, yeah, we're more stable in our older age. It just come with growth, come with blessings, prosperity. A lot of that stuff manifests itself. And now it could happen in your younger age if you blessed with that kind of wisdom and balance and self-discipline and uh you blessed to handle responsibility. You can get it in your younger age. It's not limited to age. It's tied to your growth and maturity and wisdom. You can get it in your younger age, but it just happens that we happen to get it more in our older age and bear the fruit of it in our older age, man. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, man. I'm gonna leave it like that. But yeah, a lot of time we more stable in our older age. And now I'm finna get into two other subjects, man. One thing I think a lot of the youth, a lot of times people want to be gangsters and thugs because they see other people living that life and it's very entertaining. You know, when you see somebody living that gangster life or that thug life, you know, a lot of times they getting respect from people because they willing to go to war. They willing to stand up for themselves. They willing to do violence to people. So they get respect. And then it's entertaining. You know, somebody that's really living that gangster life, they really wild like that. Like it's entertaining to be around somebody like that, but you know it's not gonna end well for them. You know what I'm saying? You know it's not gonna end well for them, but it's very entertaining. And people want any gangster was entertaining. Soldier Slim. Everybody say he was a real gangster, but he was entertaining. Like you wasn't gonna get bored with bro. You know what I'm saying? But that's not really it never ends well though. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that really tell you them gangster stories and they really lived that and done that, be like, dang, that's entertaining. And you know it was entertaining for the people that was with them in the streets. But it just don't end well. It just don't end well. You know what I mean? So you know, being a gangster, it come with a heavy price. When you out there robbing, stealing, gang banging, doing violence, uh, it's entertaining. You're not gonna get bored with somebody who really active into that life. You're not gonna get bored, man. The drugs, all that, the women, whatever. You be anything but bored. And you know, but it just don't end well. It's a heavy price for that. You know what I mean? And what make a person a gangster is their spirit, it's their attitude, it's the lifestyle they live. And when you really a gangster, you get your money out the streets. You know what I mean? You know, everything you do is from the streets. You know what I mean? Uh and that's an entertaining life, but you know, either you're gonna get dealt with by other people or you're gonna get dealt with by the law. You if you don't stop, you're gonna be stopped. You know what I mean? And but you know, it goes on in the penitentiary too. So you know, it go down in there too. But it's still the same thing. You know, they got punishment on top of you could be in prison, but they got other punishments. And then, like I said, is you you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get whatever coming to you by the hands of the law or by the hands of other people. It's very entertaining, but that's just not something you want to go through if you don't have to. You know what I mean? But people are definitely attracted to the gangster life. And I understand why. But if that's what you feel you want to do, or that's what you feel you gotta do, that's one thing. But if you just doing it to impress people or please people, that's crazy. Cause when you pay the price for the life that you done lived, you know, they probably not gonna be nowhere around. and they probably not gonna support you in no type of way besides all that, I'll free my homeboy and all that kind of stuff, but they ain't sending you, ain't putting no money on your books though. You know what I'm saying? So you know how all that stuff go, man. And then the last subject, man, is talking versus telling. Now, everybody know about the Nipsey Hussle trial, and basically Nipsey, big homie, cowboy. You know, people was talking about him taking the stand, like on some gangster stuff, like he wasn't supposed to do that. Uh, but he said the main reason he took the stand was because everybody was thinking that Cuz shot Nipsey because Nipsey called him a snitch, but Nipsey, he's saying that Nipsey didn't really call him a snitch. Nipsey was just letting them know that your name ain't really, his name was not clear right now. Like it's some dirt around your name right now. It's some smut on your name. But he wasn't saying if it was true or not. He just saying like this what people saying. You need to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like this what people saying. This what he telling the dude that killed him. The dude that killed Nipsey. This what Nipsey was saying to him basically. Like Nipsey wasn't calling him a snitch, but he was letting him know like it's some people trying to put dirt on your name. Right now, your name not good. Or it's some people trying to put some dirt on your name. You need to take care of that. So Nipsey never called him a snitch. He was just letting them know that it was some dirt on his name and he need to get the situation cleared up. But either way, though, you know, according to the street code, you're not supposed to take the stand. But dude would have got convicted without his testimony anyway. So then you'd be like, is that snitching or whatever? But I mean, I don't know. I mean, really it is snitching because, you know, it really is snitching, but, you know, I'm not going to knock dude for that. And then it's some other situations like Birdman, half brother turns Gangsta Williams. You know, he tried to get some time cut short by telling the police about some murders, but the people that did the murders was dead. So really it's like, is that snitching if you telling on somebody that's dead? Like ain't nobody finna do no time because of what you saying. That's why I came up with that talking versus telling. Like if you telling on somebody that's dead, that ain't really snitching. But you still talking to the law, you giving them information about past crimes. So at the end of the day, that ain't snitching because ain't nobody finna do no time because of what you, ain't nobody finna catch no charge. Ain't nobody finna do no time because of what you telling the laws. But you still talking to them, you still telling them stuff, you still giving them information. So at the end of the day, that ain't snitching, but a lot of people will look at it like snitching. And then just like Keefe D, the one that was there, the one that said that Orlando Anderson shot Tupac. Like Orlando Anderson was dead. So is that snitching since he dead? But he's still telling the laws exactly what happened and all that. So it's really not snitching because ain't nobody finna go to jail behind what he said. But at the same time, you still sitting down with him. You still talking to him. You still giving them information, even though ain't nobody finna catch no charge. Like that's why I said talking versus telling. But it's people from the streets that still gonna look at that like snitching though. Like they still ain't finna have nothing to do with cuz, you know, cause they still look at it like snitching. But I leave that up to everybody to, you know, have their own opinion about. In my opinion, if you talk to the now, because a lot of time you ain't even supposed to talk to the law. If you get shot and you go to the hospital or you get beat up or something, you go to the hospital, you're not supposed to tell them nothing. Man, I don't know who it was. Just some dudes jumped me. You know, you ain't supposed to say nothing more than that, man. I don't know who it was. We was chilling. Some people start shooting. That's all I know. I ain't see nothing. Like you ain't supposed to, you ain't supposed to say nothing beyond what they already know. If they know you got shot, yeah, some people start shooting. I got shot. you know, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to tell them nothing. You know what I mean? So that's just like me, for instance. I told them when I had to go to the hospital because I had got jumped and beat up. I told them what happened, but I let it be known off the top. Hey, I'm not trying to press no charges on nobody. I'm not trying to press no charges on nobody, but this what happened. Now somebody could say I'm a snitch because I gave them some information. Uh, I gave them a statement. You ain't supposed to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just the fact that you gave them a statement, somebody might look at you like a snitch. Somebody might look at it like you telling, even though you not trying to get nobody sent to jail. You not trying to get nobody charged with nothing. So it really ain't snitching. But at the same time, somebody could still consider that snitching just because you talking. You know what I mean? So it's a difference between talking and telling. Now, me personally, I look at it like if you not getting nobody charged, you not getting nobody sent to jail, you not getting nobody charged with nothing, you not getting nobody sent to jail, then it's not snitching. That's how I look at it. But it's certain people who look at it like if you give them a statement, if you do anything, it's snitching. If you sit down and have a conversation with them and you giving them information, whether you trying to press charges or not, it's snitching. Even if you tell on somebody that did something, they might be dead, but it's still snitching. So it's certain people who look at it like that, but it's a difference between talking and telling. But even if you talking but you not telling, just the fact that you talking, somebody could consider that as telling. So you have to think about that. If you really call yourself committed to these streets or whatever, you just have to think about that. And if you really want your name to be A1, you can't even talk to the law. You can't even give them no statement. Even if you ain't, or even if it is somebody that's already dead, you can't tell them about their crimes. Uh, Even if you ain't pressing charges, you can't get no statement. Like, because somebody could consider that snitching. Somebody could consider that snitching. You know what I mean? But oh yeah, FBG Butter. I feel like FBG Butter talked to the law, but I don't feel like he really told. But people say he a rat. People say he a snitch. FBG Butter, that's one of my favorite guys from Chicago, man. He got them stories. He was around for some interesting stuff, man. Shout out 63rd, man, Jarro City. Yeah, all that. But Taekwon World, all that, man. Shout out 63rd, man. But yeah, RIP FBG Cash, man. I was just talking about on the last one, sitting in cars. But who knows, man? Who knows if it was a setup or just it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But yeah, man, FBG Butter, man, I feel like he did. I feel Lil J too from Chicago. Anytime they say somebody was snitching, they was probably talking, but that don't mean they was really telling. But you never know. You know what I mean? You never know if you ain't really got a hold of the real paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But some people talk, but they don't tell. But just talking can get you labeled a snitch. Just giving a police report can get you labeled a snitch. Even if you ain't trying to press charges, it just depends on how hard somebody wanna be on you. You know what I'm saying? You could tell on somebody that committed a crime and they dead, but somebody could still say that's snitching. It just depends on, you know what I'm saying, the type of code a person live by. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it, man. I just wanted to drop that little extra stuff. But man, for the people that's blessed, to live today, because people get cut short in they youth. Children die, young people die, teenagers die. But at the end of the day, man, for those that live out a full life, I believe that your there's a blessing that comes in your older age, and your latter days are meant to be more peaceful and more blessed than your younger days. Cause your younger days, you wilding, you chasing after temptation, you taking risks, you taking chances, and a lot of stuff don't even have to make sense. It just in the name of having fun. You do a lot of wild stuff, take a lot of chances, just in the name of having fun. It might not even be about money. You know what I mean? Just wilding out. And some of that stuff you ain't gonna get away with. A lot of that stuff gonna come back on you. You gonna deal with consequences and chastisements for the stuff that you done. You know what I mean? But you get past all that and you learn from it in your older age, and you live a more wise life, and you reap the benefits of it. So at the end of the day, man, your older years are meant to be more blessed than your younger years, because your younger years, you trying to figure it out. You learning, you experimenting. You know what I'm saying? You trying to find out, is this going to work? Is that going to work? And a lot of moves you making is not calculated. You moving by impulse. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older, you know what I'm saying, you move wisely, more calculated. Everything had to make sense. And you more about your grind. You more about your business. You more responsible. It's a lot that gets developed in your older years that's not there in your younger years, man. So you live different, you move different. Everything is more on point. It's more strategic. It's more sensible. It's more rational. It's more wise. And you reap the consequences of that. And that's why your older years supposed to be more blessed than your younger years. It really come down to wisdom. When you young, you have more of a lack of wisdom. When you're older, you have more wisdom. And when you younger, it's more of a lack of wisdom. When you younger, you lack wisdom. When you older, you have more wisdom. And that's what caused your life to be more blessed. That's it, man. So I pray, Lord, first off, help us to live a full life and not get cut short before our time. But I pray that we live out all our days, all our appointed time. May we live it out. May we fulfill all our appointed time and live out all our appointed days in your sight, first off. Second of all, help us to increase, grow in wisdom, in stature, in age, in grace, in maturity, in knowledge. Help us to increase like we're supposed to increase. And help us to grow in wisdom. And may our lives bear the blessing that comes with it, bear the fruit of it. In Jesus' name, amen. Jesus.